Cool. Let's get into it. Today was a good flipping day. I made like 4 bills or something, 400 or something. But the fact is, it was in such a short amount of time. Like, if I tell you guys the story of how I done this trade, you wouldn't believe me. I had to run home because I tried to step my stop loss and my TP on my phone and it just wasn't working. So I just dashed home. It was like a 3-minute dash or something. But by the time I got home, my trade was good, so I just closed it there. But yeah, we won this trade in 7 minutes, which is a good flipping amount of time. Like, that is a good amount of time for a trade. That is the best win I've ever had on my 50k. Even though we just started, it is my best win. So we're gonna definitely mark that out. We're probably gonna get better wins soon. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. My bias for today. My bias was clearly longs. Now I've seen so many people today on like Discord and that, and they're saying like bias is not clear today, bro.
You just don't know how to trade. Get back on them markets and back test.
What do you mean bias isn't clear? This was clearly longs for the whole day. Like we didn't even go shorts like at all. Like there's no way you could have got shorts here. Like I don't even know how people lost trades today. But anyway, let's go into why I thought my bias was longs for today. So you start from the top. Now I didn't come into the market until 10:45. There's a reason I didn't do that. I don't ever trade my macros before or like just on news. Like I don't trade my macros before on news at all. So 9:30 I didn't trade, 9:45 I didn't trade. Obviously 10 didn't trade. So I waited for my next macro, which was 10:45. And that's when I entered my trade. So I do my top down analysis. So I come on at around 10:45, so that around these candle times, and I do my top down analysis. So I see there's a 4 hour fair value gap right here that got filled. So initially I saw this and I said, cool, I gotta be shorts for today because we just hit this fair value gap. We're definitely coming to at least these wicks, right? I see that, and then I also see this candle hit this wick, or like slightly go below this wick. Yeah, it's starting to come up. So I see it starting to come up. So I go straight to the 1 hour because now my bias isn't clear, as we say. I'm coming to the 1 hour, and then this is where my bias becomes clear. Let me tell you guys something here. SMT. Any trader that trades futures, SMT is your main confidence. SMT is your baby. You carry it. Treat it like your baby because that is what's going to be the difference from your trade. Every time you think, why is my trade not working? We sweep this. Look at the SMT. That is what makes your trades make or break. Quite literally. Because look, we sweep it on NAS, right? We go just below on NAS. Let's look at S&P. S&P, we don't even go past it at all. We don't go past it at all. So now I'm thinking, this has to be clear. Like, no one can tell me my bias is not clear for this. It has to be clear. So now I see that my bias is clear. I'm looking, I need to get longs. Now I only use the 1 hour and 4 hour when I'm looking for my bias. Once I've realized my bias, I'm going straight to where I'm normally taking my trades, which is 15-minute, 5-minute, etc. Right? So I see the 5-minute, I see the 15-minute. I'm like, I think I can get something out of this. Again, I'm looking at the SMT. The SMT is way more clear on this. So now like I know what I want to do, right? Let's go back to NAS actually because it's better. 5-minute on NAS, right? I was even doing S&P. I need to be on NAS. My bad. But 5-minute, right? I see my BB right here. I see lows. I see my highs. I see my lows again. So I'm thinking, cool. We got a good block right here. This is where I'm marking out my block. Now, me personally, this is me personally. Now, I really could have entered off this candle right here, right? But me personally, I don't take my trades off vague blocks like this, like at all. It's a good trade. It would be a good trade if I took it off this, but I'm thinking I need to be more specific. I like my things to be precision, especially if I want a bottom ticket, right? Because we did bottom tick that bitch today. We did bottom tick that bitch, but I want it to be more specific. So I'm going straight to the 1 minute because that's normally where I would take my trades. Now, we've got one BB, so I'm looking for another block within this block, right? So we have this big block, then we have this. Boom, 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 boom. So now we got a better block. This is the perfect BB for us. I'm thinking, we've taken out the highs now. We've taken out these internal highs. So we're waiting for a retracement. Now I waited for this. Remember, I entered the markets at 10:45. This formed at 10:45. All of this formed at 10:45. I'm waiting. First macro finishes. I'm waiting. Now 11:45. So we waited an hour for this trade. Obviously, I wasn't on the markets the whole time because, as I said, I was on my phone. I was actually out when I took this trade, but we're waiting this whole time. Now, 11:44. My next macro starts at 11:45. Like, macros are literally when your trades are most volatile. Like, people think I'm joking. 11:44. I hop back on the charts, right? 11:44. We bottom tick this inverse fair value gap. This IFVG right here, we bottom ticket perfectly. This is the 50% mark, and we bottom tick this perfectly. Candle doesn't close below it at all. We get our next candle at 45, so this is where I enter. Oh, we just shoot up. We just shoot up. Like, this is so clear that anyone could have taken this trade, and that's why I stress the fact that there's no way your bias wasn't clear for today. Like, even if you're a basic trader, off a fair value gap and an SMT here, if you see ES, let's go back to S&P. On the 1 minute, where was this trade even taken? Let me try and remember. 11:48. 11:48. Yes. This is where. Let's look at this. This is what we're looking at. If you see ES take out these highs like this, like, just look at this candle. This candle is so important. Let me change the color on this so you can see. If you see ES take out these highs, and then you also see NAS take out the same highs, as soon as you see it, don't even wait for a candle closure. As soon as you see that, you take the flipping trade. Now, me really and truly, if I was really, like, this is a new setup for me, obviously, but if I was really certified in this setup, I really should be I really should be entering off the fair value gap already. And imagine I did that. A 1 to 5 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. Just an extra 9 minutes. Literally just an extra 2 minutes from 7 minutes. But obviously I entered here, which, I mean, like, I wish I'd done it earlier, but at the same time I'm happy that I still won the trade, right? Because it was a good trade, but I could have entered there. And let me even tell you more of a confidence that you should use. And you're not going to see this all the time. This doesn't form every day. Naturally, it does not form every day because it is a very important confidence. But this kill zone right here, let's read that real quick. When you see a power of 3 like this, where we hit the wick here, we go low on the wick here, then we hit the wick here. It literally, it's like a trident. Literally, it's literally a trident. When you see a trident model like this, just go longs. In fact, when you see a bitch like this, as soon as you see it go up, take a trade like this and win that bitch, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, it's gonna go up. Don't actually do that. Do not actually do that. I'm joking. But it's like, it's gonna go up. It's guaranteed to go up. So, like, that's why my bias was what my bias was, and that's why we took this trade. So, yeah, the things that we need to mark out today: SMTs, Trident, and breakers. When we do that, we're chilling, because that's how I found out my bias, through the SMT and the Trident. the China Kill Zone, and how I found my trade was my model, and that is how we got our trade for today, and we hit this one. In fact, it wasn't a 1 to 2. I got out here. So yeah, this is what we hit. That's how we hit. But yeah, good trading day. I am gonna try be doing these TikTok lives, man. I'm trying to get the community up more. I am trying to get the community up more, so I need to do my TikTok lives and Instagram lives. But I am posting on Instagram way more. And if you want to see how much I made on this trade, obviously go on my Instagram for proof. I don't be scamming my people, then trust me. But yeah, next trading day is tomorrow, guys. Psychology, man. Like, I feel like my psychology is what's really making me win my trades now. It's not my technical analysis. There's so much more technical analysis that I use, but I just don't want to give that away for free. So there's that, and I've been back testing a lot. Now it's really just about psychology, guys, man. There's so much more people getting into trading right now. You guys just gotta pan your psychology, because all these new traders don't even know what it's like for real. They don't know all like the failed accounts. They don't know about it. They really don't. They're just coming to do it for their stake, and they'll leave. They'll leave. It's, of course, it's appetizing. You're making what, 400 in 7 minutes. That's some of their monthly wages. You know, so like it. Of course, it's appetizing, but they're gonna leave because that job that you're working, I promise you, is not as mentally challenging as this. I promise you that. But yeah, stay on your grind, guys. Really, stay on your grind. And yeah, have a good day. We'll be back tomorrow.